Quick snap. They go without a huddle. Connor weaves his way. It's down to 25, just short of the first down. But Brown trying to shake loose, and he does. To the end zone. That's going to be a Cardinal touchdown.
You'll be looking ugly, we'll be sitting pretty. Face off at the game in a big dome. Spread it out, throw it long, watch them birds go. Set this place on fire. Get in your head, take over your mind. We'll make them pay for mistakes.
Welcome in. It's another prediction show. This is week 18, and we are in Glendale, Arizona, and we're facing off against the Seattle Seahawks for the very last game of the season for the Arizona Cardinals, Mike. And maybe we could do a little bit of spoilers once again and get this momentum and get that win. But first off, before we do our predictions, Mike, I am back. For this prediction show. So
welcome back, buddy. Welcome back.
Hey,
we did miss you.
man.
We did miss you.
Hey,
Definitely,
thanks, man. I appreciate it, buddy. And so to get this off with another fantastic prediction show, Mike, you did a great job last week. Thank you for covering me.
Got it, man.
It was totally true on those texts, exactly what I said to you. So it was right on, and the game was great. What a fantastic game it was.
Hey.
We got that dub. Yep.
So
we won. That's what matters. We took the game. And so going forth for this prediction, I know that you've scrubbed up a lot of intel, and we've got some intel for this prediction show to kind of figure out what we want to predict this week for the Arizona Cardinals game against the Seattle Seahawks in Glendale, Arizona Stadium, Mike. So without further ado, go ahead and let's go over those injury reports. It looks like you have both sides this week, so let's go over that.
Yeah, sure do. We're going to start off with Seattle to get going, man. So I'm going to go ahead and put Seattle up there on the board. And right now, now this is on Wednesday's report. We're looking at the Kenneth Walker, the man, the beast.
Mm-hmm.
He has a shoulder injury, man. He's not doing too good. So he was out of practice. He didn't practice on Wednesday. But
on Wednesday?
Today, Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, Wednesday. So Thursday, he went in, but he's limited practice, man. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. Or today, I guess it would be. So Friday, we'll see what happens Friday. And into Saturday, going walkthroughs, and then finally, because they'll be boarding the plane. Seattle will be boarding the plane here shortly, coming into Glendale. So we'll see what he's going to do. And then the other big playmakers, of course, like I'm not a Seattle fan, so I don't really know all their players and who's the greatest ones. But I know out of there that we've had issues with Mr. Tyler Lockett as well. So you got that long-range bomber out there, and he had some. I think he was out limited practice as well Wednesday, but I think he was dealing with like an ankle or foot. So, other than that, man, these guys look solid. These guys are pretty big players. They've done it. They're going to be ready to go, man. So, Seattle right now is I think they're going to be hungry for a win. We always have big rivals between us. And then I'm going to go ahead and put up the Arizona Cardinals. Let's put that up on the board right there.
Okay.
This is looking a little bit worse, man. Unfortunately, they put DJ out on IR, my man.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not good. Fotu is out as well. So he's not doing that great. And then Dante Stills as well. So, and I believe you have some information on who's going to be covering and what that how beat up our line is, Chris. So I'm going to kind of kick it over to you, man. You have some depth chart information as well to add to our intel.
I do. We're going to start off with the offense here, and with that left side where DJ Humphries is out at, we're looking at Calvin Beachum as our starter. And then right behind Calvin, we've got Carter O'Donnell. Carter O'Donnell is right behind him. So it's one of those two guys. We're at the last limb of our interior line there for that left side for that the offensive line. So it's going to be a little bit rough seeing, but Calvin has been he's played on our offensive line. He's been around our guys, so I feel a little bit comfortable with Calvin being there. So he's had his moments where he does well, and he's had his moments where he's been a little bit weak. So it all depends on his game this week. And then moving over to defense for where Lecky Fotu was at. Let's see, Lecky right here on the right side over there. It's going to be Roy Lopez. Roy Lopez
Lopez.
is going. Roy Lopez is covering. So, and I have seen some of Roy's play. So well, we'll get to see Roy play again. So that's cool. And then yeah, that's part of the depth chart. It was just Lecky and was it Dante Stills, right? That we had that was out as well.
Yeah, Dante as well. Yep.
Dante Stills, and it looks like Kevin Strong is in that spot. Kevin Strong is still pretty good. He's been playing quite well for us. He's questionable right now, so right behind right behind Kevin Strong, which is questionable, there's nobody. So we're gonna have to drag in a fan probably or somebody in this and on the bench.
Hey, JG, give me a call. No, I'm not playing. I'm not playing. I'm not playing.
To be honest though, I think there might be some players from the practice squad that are probably not written down on this depth chart that I'm pulling up here.
Yeah, and you know what?
For
Don't
this
forget,
last
this
game,
is only
so
Thursday. We still got a couple more days. They can make a lot of changes. So
they can pull some practice squad players in there too.
Yeah, so I think we'll be okay. And Kevin Strong's a guy. He's right now. He was just on limited. He was on LP, so he's just limited. He's just
just giving him rest.
Yeah, they'll rest. I think he'll be coming back. So
if somebody from the practice squad has to come in, then that's really going to weaken our defense because learning within the next couple of days on our defense is going to be pretty tough. So
yeah,
I'm hoping Kevin Strong can play throughout that game. And that's pretty much it for depth chart covering us. Every other starter here looks like they've played before for us that have been in here. Kyler Murray, James Conner, Michael Wilson, Rondell Moore, Dortch, Trey McBride.
Yep.
We've got
the good.
left guard though. We've got Tristan Colin on there. I mean, Tristan's been doing okay, and my favorite guy is the center for Holt. But anyways, the depth chart, we're looking pretty good. It just looks like those couple guys are going to be covering for the guys that went out on IR. So,
kind of
we're banged up.
Yeah. So, ouch.
All right, yeah. And we're going to kick it off to, I know you have scrambled up some information about our rivalry chart. So
the rivalry record, we're looking at 26 wins with Seattle Seahawks. The Arizona Cardinals, 22 wins to 1 tie. So we're about 4 games behind. I think we should make it 3 games behind, but that's just me. Let's close the gap. Let's close that gap, guys. Let's get in there, man. Let's close that rivalry gap. So yeah, man, I have that on there for you, so you guys know it's pretty good record. But we're going in there with 4 games losses, with a week line. So yeah, man, Chris. Since we have all this information, we compiled everything. I'm gonna kick it off to you, man. Let's start it off with your prediction. Let's go with what do you think about as far as prediction of the game, how it's gonna go as far as let's see what you think is gonna happen in the game, and then what we need to do or what the Cardinals need to do to get this game going, to get everything started. Like, what do you think they need to do
to get a win?
Yeah, to get this dub. I mean, what do you think, man?
So well, what I'm feeling this week, Seattle is a tough team. They've always played us tough through and through. Pete Carroll knows who we are and what we're about. Maybe not as much with this new regime, but he has an idea, and he did beat us last, the first meeting that we had. Hopefully we can take this next meeting with the momentum that we had from the last game. But the way I'm feeling right now, we've got a weak left side on the offensive interior, and I think our team is prepared for that. Calvin Beachum will be there, but I also think they might double up on that side to protect Kyler Murray. This is his last game. We want to keep him healthy and upright throughout this whole game. So what I'm feeling right now is if I feel like James Conner is going to go off. I feel like James Conner is going to go off and kind of like make that position for him in the NFL, saying like not really looking for a payday, but he's probably he loves Arizona. I know he does. He loves this team, and so he's looking for that extended contract or a new contract where he's going to have a couple of years. So he's going to play a lot harder. So I think he's going off. And then also I think Trey McBride is going to go and get some astronomical numbers this week for his last game to kind of like make a stance on I am the number 1 starter tight end for this team. And I also think that Michael Carter's going to show up. I think that 1-2 punch of James Conner and Michael Carter coming in and giving that 1-2 punch. And then Michael Wilson had some glimpses last week, and I think he emerges a little bit more this week to really give us that. And I think we're going to win by 10 points. Prater's been solid this whole year, and I think Prater's going to come in and kick that field goal. And I think we're going to win by a comfortable 10 points.
Do you have a prediction of what the score is going to be? Do you actually have like a score?
We'll go with 20-30 or 21-31.
31-21.
Yeah, 31-21. Yeah, Cardinals.
Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not do the backwards. 31-21 Cardinals, Chris.
Yeah,
all right. That sounds pretty good, man. So by at least 10 points, he thinks 31-21. That's actually pretty solid. That's a pretty solid number there, right there. That's actually, you know what? Even what you said with that score, you're gonna actually. Okay, man. When I give my predictions, I wrote this down before. It's pretty close. So
okay.
So I'm gonna go ahead and kick it off with my predictions.
Okay.
So what I think. Ooh. You know what, man? I think Dortch is gonna do some amazing run backs, man. I think
he's shifty. Yeah.
I like he's slippery.
Dortch is, yeah.
He's like whoop, whoop, whoop.
He's great.
You know, so I think he's going to do that. I think if we can get Rondell in the open field, I think he can do some damage. I mean, he's really good for like those big 30-yard, passes to get out there.
Plays.
Explosive. Yeah, and I think if we pepper that in, I think that's going to happen as well. But you know what, man? I think Wilson, he really needs to come out and kind of say, hey, I know that he kind of made that touchdown in the last game to kind of say he was sorry for kind of, miscommunication between them, but I still think he's going to be like, yo, listen, it's not going to happen again, I promise. And I think he has something to show for it too. But here's the biggest thing. I don't really have a prediction that's going to go how the game's going to go, because this is what I honestly think. Okay. Now we're 4-12, right? What was our record last record last
same
year?
Same right now.
No, it was 4-13.
Well, yeah. At the end of it, it's
right.
Yeah,
we didn't have that game. So if you think about it, JG's coming into this building going, I want another win. I want that other win. I want that 5. I want that 5-12. And he's probably telling these guys, listen, I don't want to be last year's. I want this regime. And, so I'm going to kind of go off of some notes that I had earlier to what I think the Cards need to do. Is first off, they need to stop that run, man. I know he has a shoulder injury. I think he's going to go strong. But yeah, even though he didn't practice and he had limited practice, I still think he's going to do it. Another thing too is we need at least get 3 takeaways. We need 3 takeaways, at least 3 in this game. Because what that does is that changes the momentum. Every time we get a takeaway, our guys just light on fire. Even our on defense, even that weak side, we do something explosive. We get Buddha in there. We get Collins, whatever. We do something pretty amazing that gives that boost for that. Another thing is let's not get any missed tackles. Again, no missed tackles last week. Great job, guys. Defense was on point. Let's keep that momentum one more time. We just got one more game. Let's just keep doing that. Again, this QB that we're going against, Geno Smith, bro, we pressure him. He's a runner, so we got to watch him. He likes to hit the left, right side. So, but to me, he flushers. He flushers under pressure. Yeah, man, let's get some sacks. Let's get Zayman in there. Let's get Buddha, Jalen, and of course Hamilton. Man, let's lock it down. Let's lock it down. Get in. I'm gonna go over to the offense. K1's will be 100%. Man, I have no issues with K1. He's gonna be locked in. He's gonna want to get that win. Him and JG, as I said before, guys. You guys listen to his report. They're eye to eye. They want the same thing. Kyler wants this win just as bad as JG, and I think he's gonna do it to go ahead and prove a point. Also, I think, like you said, we got to get Mike Wilson in the open field and get him rolling again. Our run game, man. I believe you. I think that we should get Michael Carter though a little bit more time. I do. I think we got to get him the ball a little bit more. And I also think DeMarcado, we're forgetting about that guy. He's a pretty good explosive player when we can get him rolling and get him going. And of course, we all know James, Connor, he's going to just go out there and I think he's going to tear it up again. Like you said, I think he has a point to prove, and I think he wants to stay here in Arizona to get a championship. So with that being said, like I said, this regime, he wants to prove something. I still believe that even though that we do win, we go 5-12, we're still going to have great draft position. You and I, we can elaborate more on our thoughts of, are we going to get Marvin Harrison Jr. or not? We can kind of roll on that. But I think we're going to win by at least 6 points, and here's my prediction number. You really want to know what it is? 31 Arizona, 24 Seattle.
Wow, okay. Pretty close.
Yeah, we're
pretty close.
We're within 3 within 3 points.
Well, that's why we're brothers.
So all right, man. And I think that's pretty much it. We got again, like I said, make sure that we go ahead and like and subscribe right there. Get that little button there. We're gonna like and subscribe. All right, and yeah, man. Do you have anything else to say, Chris, about this prediction show?
Yeah, I want to talk a little bit because I didn't talk too much about defense. I know I kind of harped on offense quite a bit there, but you're right. We need to stop the run. I think we need to stop Kenneth Walker. He didn't play with that limit. He had a shoulder, correct? So he's going to be a little bit slower. And then Tyler Lockett, you said he had an ankle or a toe.
Yeah, something with the foot. I'll have an updated report when we put that up there on the injury report. But something bothering him.
And that can affect him. Hopefully, he might be behind a step for us to help our defense. But right. I honestly feel like our cornerbacks really need to show us something this last game, because right now we're going into the draft and they know that their jobs are up on the line. Maybe not so much Garrett Wilson because we just picked him up. He's fresh. But some of these other guys, I mean, they just saw Marco Wilson go out the door, and if you don't perform on this team, you're kicking rocks. So I think there's a little bit here to show these new cornerbacks that are in this position in that secondary that need to come out and show up and lock it in, like you said. And Hamilton, I feel like number 33 really needs to come lock it in because he's had some outstanding play, and I think he needs to lock it in to stay on this defense for next year. And there's some other new guys that are trying to shine too, like Kevin Strong. So, some of these guys, if they step it up and they stop that run and they don't let Walker run it around us. And then also think about Geno Smith. Okay. Geno Smith, to me, I feel like, yes, he does get flustered, the young Geno Smith. But right now, Geno Smith he's like a wine, in my opinion, because he's a little tart in the beginning, when you start, but then once he starts to age a little bit. Well, he starts to get to know it, and he's aged with the Seattle Seahawks to a point where I've now see him throwing it and completing passes to like Tyler Lockett and some of those other wide receivers. There's actually that rookie that we need to stop on Seattle that kind of walked all over us last game. I can't remember his name. His last name started with an N. Seahawk fans out there, if you're watching this, you can
is
put
it
in there in the comments.
I think it's Jigba or
something like that. Yeah, I can't pronounce.
He's a young dude.
Yeah,
he's a young dude.
Real good player.
We need to lock
him down. We need to lock him down.
It's Nick Jigba, I believe. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't pronounce his name, but yeah. We need to lock that guy. We need to lock that guy's down pretty good because he walked all over us. And so,
but but who was guarding him though?
I think it was Marco.
It was 100% Marco.
I think it was number 20. Yeah,
it was number 20 because I remember that game. It was Marco 100%. So he's out of the picture, dude. Hamilton has a new assignment. He's going to be going to. Yeah, it's exactly. I remember now.
If we can get into Geno's face and stuff, but he's been known to like check it down pretty well with the Seahawks.
But also, I know
so
you say that flustering, but I've seen it to when we sack him, we've hit him,
and then he can't repeat it after that when he gets back up.
Exactly. Yeah, he just.
Well, then we got to rattle him. We definitely got to rattle him. And I want to see Zaven Collins come out and really do some damage, because I feel like his position might be in a little bit of danger here too.
Yeah. No.
Because I feel like he's been a little bit quiet lately in the last like 2 or 3 months. So I think he needs some of these guys that have been a little bit quiet. They need to reemerge and come out here and really show that they should be part of this defense next year. So
I wholeheartedly agree, Chris. I wholeheartedly agree. Hey man, with further ado, I just want to thank all the listeners, man. This is our last prediction show, Chris.
Yeah, last prediction show for the season.
Yeah, for the season. So we're not going to be doing any until we start get going. But I wanted to also thank, say, Happy New Year to everyone out there. Hope your dreams come true and everything that you work for.
Yeah.
I definitely made some New Year's resolutions. Pray to the football gods. Let's get this team together, have a wonderful draft for this new 2024 year. Let's put 23 behind us and all those losses, and let's get a win for 2024, and let's get it moving. Let's head forward to doing that. Again, I want to thank everybody out there. Remember, like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell right there, because guess what? Coming soon. We got some great interviews coming our way, huh, Chris?
Oh yeah, excellent interviews coming our way. Make sure you tune in for those. It's going to be exciting times moving forward. And just like the momentum that the Cardinals have for this last game, hopefully we get this dub for this next game moving forward in 2024, because that would be great to get this last win and have that momentum going into the draft and going into the game one after the draft. So let's keep let's keep these wins running and keep that positivity running throughout the Arizona Cardinals organization through 2024 and beyond.
Oh yeah, and fans, remember, let's rise up. Let's tomorrow. I mean, on Sunday, game day, let's get everybody out there. Let's get going. Let's make sure we're wearing that red. Let's go. Let's bleed that red. Let's get going. We got to rise up. Rise up, RedSea again. Make sure you like and subscribe right there. Hit that notification bell. All right. And, hey, man, I think that's it. I think we kind of got our prediction show of what's going to go. We want to get that dub. We want to make it 5-12. And if we do, Chris, guess what? I win.
Yes, you do win. You
do
definitely do win. Yeah, you get
from
your
the beginning of the year.
5 wins. There it is.
So I'll tell you what. If we win this, I'm gonna do something special. We'll think of doing something special for that win.
Yeah, perfect.
Pretty good.
And number one, we trust in K1, baby.
K1.
Let's get it.
Oh
Kyler.
Yeah, totally trust in K1, man. Let's get it, Kyler. Let's do this. All right, Cards fans and RedSea, we love you. And boys, let's get it. Let's get that dub, man. Let's get that dub.
Rise up, RedSea. Let's get that win. Go Cardinals.
Hit 'em hard.
Let's do this.
Try, but it ain't gonna happen tonight. Going strong, take it.
Heck yeah, let's get that dub, baby.
Cards, no fly zone. Yeah, they're so good, you can tell.
All right, guys, remember, honestly, we want to go ahead and like and subscribe. Let's do that. Like and subscribe.
We gotta give it to rise up, RedSea. We gotta give it to
last
Chris,
one, baby.
Last one, baby. Last game. We did this. Last prediction show of the year from the RedSea brothers.